Okay. So you're saying we have to keep it open and then keep trying.
Yes, keep practicing, not trying. You need to
Okay, keep
practice. Try to,
practice. So,
one
is there any
practice I
other?
suggest is that when after gratitude, this will be more clear. What are the gifts you received in life? Gift means like you have not worked for, whether your birth or your education or the kind of life you are living now. There are many things you got as gift. Now,
Oh,
when you count on your blessings, your gift in life every day, at least you spend 5 minutes early morning when you get up, or when you, before you sleep, 5 minutes. Slowly, slowly, your subconscious mind will be programmed. So most of the time, you will remember that positive, what positive memories will start coming to your head. Right now, you trained your subconscious mind with the negative memories, again and again recollecting those things. What happened wrong? That is coming again and again. That's why it's giving pain. So when you develop the clarity, it's not that memory will not go, but the pain is coming from memory that will go.
you mean to say perception will change?
No,
How we perceive?
you might have some bad memory with some person or in some incident. So whenever you remember that, it may be giving some pain.
Mhm.
When you develop this clarity, what is the right thing to do? What gives you happiness? What it means to live in relationship? The moment you start paying attention to these principles, slowly, slowly, this pain coming from the bad memory, the past memory will go off. When you keep on practicing these feelings, the feeling of gratitude, feeling of reverence, and feeling of love, feeling of trust, respect, affection, when you slowly focusing on these feelings, slowly, slowly, your energy, the positive energy in you will be much higher than these small things.
Okay.
So it's a process. Let's commit to the process. Results, let's see it how it goes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sure.
Good.
So this actually takes me to another question, if I may ask.
Let me start the session, then
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
sure.
ask the question.
Okay, sure. No problem.
Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome to day 4 Q&A session. I will quickly summarize last morning session as well as what we've been covering from last 3 days, so that it helps you to ask some questions around it. So it's a self-exploration process. It is not some to motivate you or something to personality development. It's not like any of that. In self-exploration process, three competencies we need to develop: awareness about myself, ability to investigate about my thoughts, my feelings, and my actions, why I am doing what I am doing, and self-evaluation, na? With the clarity of the what is the valuable in life, what makes me happy, what makes my relationships mutually fulfilling. When you understand what is the right thing, what is valuable to you, then you can evaluate properly. Otherwise, whatever we think right, according to that we evaluate. So these three competencies is what we are developing in this journey. It's not like one time event. It's a starting process. Then just we started our journey, and we'll develop mastery over a period of time. So hope these words are little more meaningful to compare to the first day. So what we do, what we work outside, it is a result of our self, what is happening in our self. The activity in self is that we are making certain choices, and there are some thoughts and desires. Are we aware about what is happening in my head? Now this awareness, when we start paying attention to it, then what is it influenced by? What is it determining my desires and my thoughts? Is it determined by my sensation or my conditioned mind, what I assumed, or my clarity through self-verification process? Now, what I concluded, my understanding part, what is that it is guiding most of the time? So when you focus on these things, then we see that our perception and the way we perceive things is guiding our thoughts, then the way our actions. Now our perception needs to be worked on. How? By developing this awareness and clarity about myself, about relationships, about society, about nature. That's what Jeevan Vidya workshop tries to facilitate. Right now, what are the things I'm thinking of? What are, with the respect, with certain proposals, I can evaluate how my perception is. What kind of perception helps me to live in harmony within myself, live in harmony in my relationships, so on and so forth. So, hence, we are focusing on two key abilities to learn. One is that to think, to evaluate our perspectives and our mental models, the way we operate, and our awareness in a day, how much time we are aware. So you are receiving that activity every day. Pay attention to your words, your actions, consequences, our thoughts, our feelings. Both are important in this journey. So in that context, we started asking this question. What is my role as a human, as an individual? With my actions, am I adding value to myself? With my thinking, am I hurting myself, or am I helping myself to live in harmony? With my choices, I'm able to live healthy life, or with my choices, either it's my food choice, lifestyle choices, am I falling sick again and again and making my body sick? At an individual level, what is my role with myself, with my body? Asking this question, we explored 2-3 proposals. The basic human aspiration, it is to live happily. It's not live happily only, to be happy. The being is very important. Only happiness, then it's very good. Whatever our choices are will be very helpful. But we want to be happy continuously. So then we explored another proposal. We are coexistence of body and self. The body needs are different. The self needs are different. Both are very important. Material is very important to fulfill the body needs. Self needs will be fulfilled by clarity and understanding. This is what we discussed. Then we discussed about prosperity, that it's a feeling. It's a feeling that I have more than required physical facility. So for that, when you understand any material can fulfill my body needs, you can clearly understand what are my requirements. Do I have more? Do I have less? Then we started asking, what is my value? What is my role with the other person I'm living with, as a member of family, as any relationship? Am I adding value in my relationships? Am I leading to that harmony? What is the goal, purpose in relationship? Is what we started asking. Then we discussed about this complementarity, that mutual fulfillment is the central goal in our relationships. Then we started discussing about feelings in relationship. And first feeling is a trust. The principle behind that feeling is assurance on others' intent. This is what we discussed in depth yesterday and today morning. Suman also discussed about it. So the central point in this is that if I have assurance on the intent, I respond in the given situation. If I doubt on the intent, me first entering into the problem. The negative feeling is quickly coming to me. It forced me to react, either internal reaction or external reaction. Few times we are not able to react outside because of by feeling of consequences, but internally we are reacting. When you do it keep again and again, this is very much detrimental to our peace, our happiness in life. So then we started asking, in relationships, if we have feeling of trust and feeling of respect, the other feeling, then it helps us to first mindful about the aim in the relationship. Any interaction, we can be mindful. So if if other has the more clarity, I will commit to understand from the other. If I have the greater clarity, I will take responsibility in that relationship and I will commit to facilitate that understanding in the other. So this is what we discussed in trust, where we would like to be. When you have feeling of the trust, we will be in the left box. If you don't see this principle, assurance on others' intent, you will be on the right box. So we reflected what makes sense in the relationship that matters to us, at least to start from there. That 5-6 relationship that matters to you in your life. Where are you? So that's what about trust. Second, Suman today introduced the word respect, samman. The feeling, it's a feeling. Respect is a feeling, not the action. Saying namaste, touching the feet, this is the expression of the feeling. But we are talking about feeling of the respect. What is the basis for this feeling? Right now, are we respecting the other or disrespecting the other with doing this differentiation on the basis of age, gender, race, strength, or physical, the way we look at appear, or by post, by money, or some beliefs? Are we, what's that why are doing it? Are we differentiating the other by seeing all the differences? Or are we seeing what is the common, fundamentally what is the common as a human? So the morning he made that exercises with one of the example. Fundamentally, the purpose is same. We want to be happy and we want to avoid suffering. For that, we need to understand everyone has the similar potential. Competence may be different. For example, you and I both have the potential. We both can learn German. Provided you put the effort, there is some guidance. Both have the potential, but the competence may be different. You may learn German within quick time, 1 month, because your concentration is different, your understanding is different. Previously, you might have some exposure, so on and so forth. But at the human level, everyone has a possibility to learn. That's what potentially referring to. Our desires, thoughts, and choices. Everyone has this faculty. Hence, we are similar. दूसरा आदमी मेरे जैसा है. So this is what he introduced it and discussed about it. So are we differentiating the other person in a very subtle way at home? Now every time either telling more about ourselves or pulling down the other person by saying some names or that, by commenting that. Or are we seeing this complementarity that the other person may good at something, other person as a human I'm respecting, and at the work level I'm seeing the complementarity. What is that I'm doing it? So this is what is discussed morning. Trust and respect, 2 feelings we discussed in depth. Any questions around it? Welcome. Questions, doubts, clarifications?
Hi Siva, is Sandeep here?
Sandeep sir, please go ahead.
I think you're saying is the main pillar is the trust, right? suppose you have a friend, you are trusting, he asks something like money, he asked, you given to him, and he didn't return you, like he committed, and maybe there is a genuine problem, or sometime person is a purposely not giving to you. So the trust is kind of a break. So how you, that is the way next time he will ask, then you will understand that maybe he is not the right person. So that way trust, how you build up, because trust is built up over the time, but it can break very fast,
So that's why we draw your attention to not the words, sir. In day-to-day language, the way we use trust is very loosely. Here we are using this word with a definite meaning. Assurance on others' intent. His competence may be the issue. Now let's go to that example you said. Why you have given money in the first hand first?
because he's my, suppose he's a friend, and then you can normally help each other. So that is the way you give,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Then while giving, what is your clarity about his competence?
Just a friend, that's nothing more than that. You don't find more detail, right?
No, that time you might have assumed he will give it back.
Yes, right.
Now it's you who evaluated his competence, that whether he can give it back, he cannot give it back. Isn't it?
Right.
At that time, it's your ability to evaluate his competence is what driven you to do that action.
Right.
You might have examined that time itself whether what if this guy won't give it back. See what happens, sir, in the action, when you don't see that there is also my responsibility also is there. When you see that, then you start seeing things differently. Now, while giving that, it's me who evaluated his competence, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Whether I may be over-evaluated or under-evaluated his competence.
Right. It can be go wrong. Basically, you see that he's earning, so he can be able to give it. Okay. But my question is that if his attention go wrong, like if he don't want to give later on, if his attention is going wrong, there is two things.
You need to verify that. Now, whether he don't want to give, he's not able to give.
Yeah.
Okay. The moment you interpret in a certain way, immediately there is a reaction in you, and you start seeing you versus him. The moment you see the principle, if you have assurance on his intent, if you are able to see his competence is the issue or his assumptions may be the issue, then the way you deal with that issue is very different.
Right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, like what is happening? Second thing, when you're giving money, the feeling of friendship is more higher, isn't it? That time you are not bothered about whether like all this lower stuff.
Yeah.
Now suddenly, somehow in that journey, that feeling will go off somewhere. Hence that pain, that reaction in self. Sir, what our experience is like Giri, like he's not there, but Giri has like a couple of examples. He said, what happens, sir? Each individual is operating from their own assumptions. If you have feeling of relationship is intact with that person, automatically the conversation in the dialogue, you will come to know what's happening. But now what is happening, because this issue has come in between, the relationship is in strain. But what works in real life is that, sir, if relationship is intact, your repayment maybe get delayed, but it won't be like anything won't happen. It will come. Because at least you are able to convey, you are able to talk, you are able to see your need. The many things might happen.
Right.
What happening is that now the relationship is under strain. Both the parties are assuming on their own. And now there is some friction in the relationship. So reflect on that. That feeling of trust and respect, is it disappearing in that context? When that is intact, if I focus on others' competence, then what might be the way to go out?
Yeah.
So before today, end of the session, I will again touch it back. Just keep it. This is halfway. I
Right,
answered.
got it. So
Hmm.
I think the trust is that you mentioned is a very big factor. You evaluate in different ways, but still things go wrong. That's I'm saying in relationship means trust can go.
Assurance on the intent, not on the competence. You need to evaluate competence of the other person. If that competence is okay, if we cannot give it back again, that is also okay. Then you
Yeah.
need not to worry. But his repayment is very important to you. Then you would have thought about much before all this stuff. Na?
Hmm.
So by now it's your now it's not only his mistake. Now you have also your own part. With this responsibility, I will take care of that relationship and whatever that conclusion.
Okay.
Otherwise, what happens, sir? If you don't see full picture, we feel that I am innocent. The other is the issue.
Hmm. Otherwise, you will see that I am right and other person is wrong. That is not always the case. Yeah.
Like then blame game. What is that you are achieving with that? So the proposal is focus on the feeling. Then naturally things will unfold.
Okay.
Sir, questions?
Hello, I'm Sheetal from Chennai.
Madam, please.
Yeah. In activity 1 2 days, I don't understand this one question. Can you clear it?
Okay.
What is naturally acceptable to differentiate or to related to be complementary?
What is naturally acceptable? Is it to differentiate or to be complementary?
To related to complementary. Yeah. Can you give me any example for this?
Yes, madam.
Yeah.
So, you see this slide, madam?
Yeah. Which one?
I'm projecting something.
Yeah, I got that.
You see that here? In the natural case, what is the word natural acceptance? That
Yeah.
what is naturally acceptable means that in a normal condition, what you prefer to do.
Yeah.
You want to disrespect the other on this basis. You want to, like, on the base of age. If someone is less below your age,
Yeah.
you look down. If someone above its age, like you only respect the elders, or everyone should be respected.
Everyone should be respected.
That is naturally acceptable.
Yes.
Is only men is great or woman is less, or woman is great or men is less, or both the genders are important, or the other genders as well?
Both are important.
Is it naturally acceptable to differentiate, to look down on someone?
No.
Like some caste, one caste is higher, one caste is lower. Is that is okay for you? But treating that one caste is very high, one caste is low?
People think like that.
No, you, I'm asking you.
I don't think like that.
So it's not naturally acceptable to you.
Yeah.
The moment you ask yourself, any of these differentiation, either on the based on wealth or the post, treating the lower post people in differently, and insulting them or saying whatever that, not giving adequate respect at the human level, anything is not acceptable for anyone.
Yeah, correct.
But what happened, because we conditioned in such a way, when brought up, or that we start doing this differentiation.
Oh, fine.
Now what is naturally acceptable? The complementarity. At the human level, I see that you are my equal. But when it comes to work, whatever the work you can contribute, I may take for that work from you. For example, in an institute, what you do, madam? What you do? What's your work?
I'm housewife, sir.
Housewife. So in a housewife, in the house, like, you are also contributing to run the house.
Yeah.
The other person also contributing, the husband also is start earning and whatever that.
Yes.
And like now, both are complementary
Yes.
to run that house, isn't it?
Yes. Correct.
So that is naturally acceptable for us, that seeing that everyone is playing their role to run an organization, the attender also playing a role, but the
Yes.
manager also is playing role.
Yeah. Correct.
The roles are different, but each role is its value, and they are complementary.
Yes. Understood.
Now, what is naturally acceptable to you, to see this complementarity or to differentiate on the basis of these things?
Complementary is
That is what naturally as a human it is acceptable. But
Yes.
unfortunately, we are not operating from that space
like
because
for
of our conditioned mind.
before I'm like that, but not now. Like for aging, like my I have children. Okay,
Hmm.
so for them, before I'm telling Ray, I'm talking with Ray. But when she's also talking with Ray, so I understood. We should take give respect and take respect.
Madam, that feeling is more important, madam.
That's what.
But expression you may differ. When you talk to your manager, your expression is different. When you talk to your attendant, expression is different.
Yeah,
but
true.
what feeling you are talking with that person,
Okay.
that is very important.
Humanity is big.
If with my children, what
Yeah.
is the feeling I'm talking with?
Yeah.
Am I using certain language which discriminates them, which pulls them down because they are young?
Yeah.
Or someone like I over evaluate someone because they are elder, they are earning some money, or so and so forth.
We should not do like that. That's
So that's the meaning, madam.
oh,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Any questions? You can unmute and ask. From trust and respect.
Hello.
Hemant sir, go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, Seva sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir, I have one question. For example, I am in a learning stage, and some another very expert is there, and the person goes to that person to seek his guidance. But that person means he sees the thing and he doesn't comment upon the thing. I again go back to that person. Sir, this is the thing that I'm doing. I am unable to do. Again, that person sees the thing and then again he doesn't comment. So this cycle goes on. But I mean, as a natural acceptance, I feel it that he may have some issue, another issue, means another any busy work or my work. But later on, I came to realize that person has published similar work. Similar work very well, and he did not inform me about it. So now, sir, when third time whenever I see him, then it means then I began to train my mind. No, it's matter of competence, because his intention may not be like that. But sir, it becomes very difficult. It is not that natural. So at that point of, I want to ask me how to cultivate. Am I following the right way to cultivate the thing by, or is there any another way, sir, where I am not correct?
No, it's a practical situation, sir. You tell that why the pain is coming in you when he did like that.
Sir, because I was having the faith that he will cooperate. He or she would cooperate.
Okay.
If he or she has the expertise.
Okay. So you expected something from him, a kind of behavior. Now
Absolutely.
that your expectation is not meeting.
Right.
Now he did something other than what you expected.
Right.
So now it's you feeling bad about it, isn't it?
Sir, yes, in a second and third time meeting. You're right. Not
Okay.
first time, sir. Because
Okay.
first time, I also feel that many person came, I may be busy.
Okay. Okay.
Because other person is like me. I brings the concept of say respect.
Okay.
Yes, other is like me, but I never ever feel that means I will use the work of any other person or I will not cooperate.
Hmm.
Only, sir, I am sharing the thing that it becomes then very difficult to follow this thing.
Hmm.
Because then I don't know whether it's a reaction or sir it's
Hmm.
a unnatural response, but then it becomes very
Yes, sir.
then
It's a good
and then
question.
as you are telling it, then relationship actually shrinks
Yes,
because
yes, yes.
that is the reflection. That's why I am asking. Then something is not fine because
Hmm.
as per our Jivan Vidya, the relationship should go on.
The feeling of the relationship should be there in you.
True, sir.
Now that feeling is missing. When something, this kind of things are happening, you are missing that feeling. Immediately the negative feeling is coming towards the other. Isn't it?
Right, right.
Okay. Sir, I will answer this question. Let me take 2-3 questions. Like I will club it all the
Okay,
questions.
okay, sir. Okay, fine, sir.
So, which place you are from, sir?
I am from Jaipur.
Jaipur. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take this question. Then maybe.
Actually, I have a very much faith. I really like this. I am following it, but at many places I find it means how can I practice it?
Yes,
Hari
sir.
sir has been helping me a lot in understanding these things.
Hmm.
But at some places means I thought I tried to find answer but I couldn't.
No, sir. Whatever you ask is a classical question. Everyone in life, we face similar issues and we end up being there. But let us slowly unpack step by step what is happening. Then we can clearly see that reality, what is
Okay, sir.
happening.
Okay, I can wait, sir. You are
Okay. In
saying that
Jaipur,
you can.
you stay in Jaipur, na, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us do a little conversation. An example we will take. I reached to Jaipur. You invited me to your place. I called you, sir. Please guide me. You are guiding me. So guide me, sir.
Okay. Regarding sir, guide what means?
I need to reach your place. You invited me
Okay.
to come to your place. Now I am in
Okay.
Jaipur. You are guiding me.
Okay. So you can see on the internet. You can find out the train or the train or the basically air mean whatever be the convenient, and you can reach here.
Okay.
All the means are available.
Okay. Where I should reach? Guide me to your place.
As soon as you come here, so from railway station, and that's my basically the address of my residence. So
Okay.
that is around 15 kilometer, and you can reach it here in the 15-20 minutes.
Okay. You explained this address again. Again, I asked, again you told me. You told
Yes,
me 10 times. Now I'm not reaching.
Right. If you're not reaching, then
I'm not reaching. So what is the issue?
Then sir, you should recommunicate or
Sir, have you asked me that where I am?
excuse me, sir?
Before you telling the address, have you inquired where I am in Jaipur?
No, sir. I was thinking that you will start the journey from the Hyderabad.
No, you assumed it. Have you confirmed with me?
No, sir. I did not confirm with you.
Sir, I want to draw your attention to with an example.
Yes,
Sir,
yes.
this is what happening in most of the time, sir. We are in our communication, in our relationship, we start saying something, we start doing something, but without understanding where other person is coming from, where other person is. It is a classical problem. So let me explain this thing. So it will address many of your questions in this. Sir, when we say competence, samarthya, there are two components to the competence. Patrata, yogyata. That the ability to receive something and ability to execute something.
Okay, sir.
When you are explaining something, if you are not considered that how I can understand about it, where I am, then you are communicating in the way you know. You are not considering that how much I can receive or how much I know. You are not considering those things. Second, ability to do something. That what is my competence in doing something, executing something. These two components, are we evaluating properly in our relationships? Why we again, however rationally we say that other person's intent is okay, we go back and again suspect the other intent? Because we miss this question. Are we communicating in a way other is able to receive and act upon, or any communication that you are communicating in the way you are comfortable and complaining that I told 100 times, still he is doing the same? How I can believe his intent is good? Please think about this question. The second question, when you expect, okay, other person will do something, is that expectation is fair or realistic? Most of the time, when we are not aware about, when we don't observe keenly, we expect beyond what other is capable of. जितना वो आदमी कर सकता है उतना से ज्यादा एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं. When it is not happening, immediately again we go back and suspecting their intent. ये जानबूझ के कर रहे हैं. ये इतना भी नहीं कर सकता है क्या?
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
One second, I am closing it. Oh. Second thing, in the conversation, why this conflict? Is this expectation is coming from, he should do what I like or what I feel good, rather than considering that where the other person is coming from? Are we able to see that what is his conditioning, what he thought is important? So these questions are important, sir, before we come to some conclusion. So I'm not telling to only you, sir, like for everyone, because it's very difficult, na? Sir, this is, whatever you say that we come back again. No, sir, for few people, their intent is wrong. No, what is happening is that we are not evaluating their competence properly. That's what we need to do. We need to develop our competence. So that's the proposal, sir. So now you think that, am I expecting what he is not capable of? Where this pain is coming from? Where my reaction is coming from? Please think about it.
Okay, sir. Can you share that slide, that this one?
Yes. We'll share all the slides.
No, that one only, so that I can take photo of it, if you don't mind.
Oh, like
last one, it will.
Yes, you can take the photo. Okay, sir. Any questions? Okay. Others?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Questions, clarifications, doubts? Trust and respect in relationships. You can unmute and share. Any questions?
Good evening, sir.
Sir.
Good evening.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Why do we lose patience while explaining the actual requirement to others? We know that their confidence level is less. Despite of knowing it, why do we lose patience in explaining them properly?
It's not that we lose patience, sir. We don't have that much patience. How much is required, that much we don't have. When the other person's incompetence is demanding more clarity and more feeling, more than what we have, that gap is what comes in the terms of frustration or anger or that. So let me like draw this, what I'm saying. Sir, if this is the feeling, what is you have now, if this much is the feel, is the what, there are either incompetencies, other person's incompetence, or the issue is demanding. This gap is there, na? This gap
Yes.
is what it's coming in the terms of frustration, anger, or impatient, lack of patience, whatever that you name it. This gap is in that, because till this time we are okay, we are very much comfortable, we calmly you say whatever that, but now the situation is demanding this much. When we start seeing these principles are in life, this line will be indefinite. That's the unconditional vision, the word unconditional. Unconditional, that acceptance will come unconditionally, that feeling will be high. In that, everything you start accommodating. You see there is an issue, but the way you perceive is very different. Right now, what is happening now, our patience levels is only that much, especially with our dear, very like dear closest people, we behave like this, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Very nicely in very calm way for 10 days, 15 days. And one day we burst, like one day something will happen, and that. That is the thing, that is source of our reflection, that why I am doing like this. At this moment, why I'm not aware about my clarity, why I miss that feeling towards the other. Okay, any questions, sir? Questions, doubts, clarifications, or any reflections from last 4 days? Now is the half of the way in the course. Any insights? You can unmute and share. Pullareddy ji, Ambarish, Archana ji. Archana ji, please go ahead.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
In line with the previous question, I have one doubt. Like you said, our patience is lesser than the expected one, right? Like
the situation, how much is situation demanding?
Yes, yes, right. Whatever patience we need to have, that patience we are not having. That's why we are losing the patience. Like in that way, we are expressing. Is it correct? But practically it is bit difficult to implement, like to improve our patience. Like you said, no, we are having a less patience, but how to improve it then? How to match that patience practically? Can you suggest?
Madam, patience is an expression, madam.
Yes.
The root behind the patience is that the feeling in that relationship, and the clarity about what is the right thing to do. Now, these two things we need to develop, madam. In any given situation, what is the possibility? Now, your ability to see now what we can do. Second, the feeling towards the other person. What happens that first the feeling will disappear whenever the situation comes. Now, immediately the reaction comes. When in that reaction, you will also see the sensibility of to talk about what can be done now. The expression we are saying that now we're losing the patience, but we are missing that now feeling part. So we start developing this feeling, madam. For that, we need to practice. We need to affirm every day to us. Because this is what we programmed, madam, over a period of time. Our conditioned mind, this ability, this reaction, most of the time in the fight and flight mode. That's how we conditioned with. There is some conditioning of our own brought up, the way we brought up, the way we practice things. And there is some biological condition, the way we evolved over a period of time. When our forefathers, when hunting and gatherers, it used to be, always used to be with, that fear, either fight or flight, most of the time. Because every time it is a threat, they need to face that threat. Now as a society, we evolved. Now we are very much comfortable. There's no threat to the life. There is nothing. But the way naturally, the wiring is that because of our conditioned mind, we always see that some threat or something. We don't see that what is happening. And when we over-evaluate what is happening, we feel like hypothetical things. Oh my God, what will happen? If this is what will happen? So that's why we tend to react. I think this is a practice, madam. It's very easy to say, but very difficult to practice. But what helps with my practice, I can say that for a period of time, what happens, madam, when you are developing this feeling, when you are focusing on this feeling, how much time I am able to live with this feeling. If this is what you are every day, you are affirming that feeling and that practicing it, slowly, this how many times you are reacting, that will come down. That's the greatest journey, madam.
Okay, so you mean to say we have to change ourselves? We have to daily we have to practice, and then we can overcome this drawback, right?
Yes, you reprogram your mind.
Yes, we'll change ourselves day by day, but how to change people? How to convince the people? That is also a big challenge. Small, even kids. Yeah, you can say any adult person. In many situations, if we want to convince a small age person to a person who is above 60 years old, right? I have my parents are having age above the 60, and many times what is happening, whatever I'm asking, that is not happening at the same time. And how to convince them, that is the second thing. At that time I'm losing my patience. I have kids who are having the age 10 years and the persons who are having the more than 60 years. So how
So first, let us ask this question: why they should listen to you first?
Okay.
Why they should listen to you?
For their well-being, I'm telling many times you have to follow this, that, for kids as well as for the elder peoples.
Are you sure that you are telling for their good only?
Yes.
Okay. First, are you living that life? What you are telling to others?
Of course, sir.
Okay. Then, okay, you are okay. Madam, you need to ask this question sincerely, that why others should listen to me, especially in family. If we start, what we say, that becomes instruction to the others, but the way we live, that becomes an environment for the others. Both are important in family. What we say and how we live. Now, generally the mistake we do, and I'm as a, what you can say, I learned out of me doing that mistake, then I'm sharing this. The general tendency in families we do is that we start correcting first. And we start saying, don't do this, that. It won't work, madam. Connection first, correction later. This is the principle. At the feeling level, what is happening is that, am I communicating, you are important to me in this relationship? Either it's a child or the life partner or anyone. Right. You are important to me. that feeling, we are not communicating it in the relationship. When that is intact, then other is, at least they may not listen to you, but at least they may not do what you are saying, but at least they will listen. Right now, what is happening? First, if we miss the people, first of all, other won't listen also. Because I may be thinking I know it, but other also should consider it, na, that you have better clarity than me. That's why our living is important. Second, the feeling is important. Then correction. If these two things happen, madam, believe me, many things will come back to the in normal state. In my life, it happened. When I did the correction, every time when I start correcting, there's a gap in relationships. We are staying in one house, but there psychologically they become so much gap. The others start feeling not safe with me. In my own life, I'm telling. Always like, they say that, oh, now he will give the lecture, or now he will say something.
Exactly.
Now
Same.
there is a frame that now that frame works as a shield. No words will reach to them. We think that I am saying it, but nothing will reach them. Because that shield, I only build that shield with my behavior, with my Niraddak Bhasha, again and again when we use it. What happens, madam, when there's a problem, we see only the problem. We don't see the cause for that problem. And what is the historical behavior, our behavior. Now, what makes sense is that first we need to break that wall with the feeling, with the dana. I'm telling this is a weapon, madam. It works magically. It's not theoretical answer, from practical I'm saying. Any kind of person, it works magically. First feeling, connect with the feeling level, then start using Sardak Bhasha, the language of what to do, not what not to do, not the no language. ये करना मत, वो करना मत, ये किया तो ये आएगा, ये होगा. That is all negative language, madam. There is no reality to it. But
Right.
do this. Now, why don't you do this? This kind of that. This is good for us. This is better. The Sardak Bhasha is very much helpful.
Right.
So I think I practice this too. I'm practicing it and it's working. Most of the time it's working. Still, I need to develop it. But the beauty in my life, I'll tell one personal example. Me and my wife. I am the vegetarian. My wife is pure non-vegetarian.
Yes.
Okay. So like completely two different tastes. Okay. Now, what should be cooked at home? When relatives come, what we should cook? So all these things comes, na? What is happening? You start giving lectures like, no, this is good for health, this is not good for health, and whatever that. Because of this kind of thing, over a period of time, it builds some tension. And because you exchange very bitter conversations, that because I am right, you are right. That position, we spending most of the time in that positioning. But what I did, I'm telling what worked me. When I started focusing on the connection, that why I say what I say, forget about this veg and non-veg. But as a wife and husband, am I communicating that the other is important for me? The feeling level. Slowly, we start talking about these things. Believe me, 6 years back, how our situation is that now it's completely different. Now it's no more the issue. That is there's a difference of opinion or difference in priorities is no more issue in the relationship. Right now, what's happening is that we forgot to agree to disagree in few things. Everything we are putting before the relationship. Every argument we're putting before the relationships. Let's see that where we got struck. Connection first, correction later.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Any questions? Any questions, clarifications, doubts, insights?
Sorry, this non-veg and veg, you give this example. So how you corrected means they basically both have to merge to one thing, right? Like you saying that one family guest is coming, then what to cook, yeah, veg or non-veg. What means I just want to know how you solve this problem.
No, so it's not that need to merge, sir. You need to respect the other choices. It's not that I am right or you are right. Let us understand what is the right thing. Till that time, I am not putting this in the center in my relationship. Whatever is your taste, but we both, our relationship is the center. Hence, that issue is not disturbing the day-to-day how we live life. Before these kind of issues, I give just an example like that, many, these issues we are putting in the center.
Right. So my question is that, like, suppose you don't, like, you are vegetarian, both have a choices and both can eat, okay, but your wife saying you should eat non-veg, what will be your reaction? And you are not eating, you are not listening to me, that kind of a thing can come. What will be the solution for that? Like if she is troubling you every day, you are not listening to me, you are not eating, and it will be good benefit for the health, and you know you are very weak, don't have a protein, all these kind of things can come in the picture. But the 1-2 days, yes, you can listen, you can say, yeah, it's okay, our choices is there. But every day something happens. It is a behavior thing for every person. So that's the reason I want to know in that scenario. It can be anything.
Sir.
It is just an example. Yeah.
It's not argument. Conversation.
Yeah.
Samvad, dialogue. You know, we in this discussion we always talk about this dialogue, na?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, there is a like let me give an example.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the color you are seeing it?
It is not very clear. It is a plain paper, right? So it may be green
paper.
or.
Okay. Now I'm saying, sir, it's not plain. There is a colors. There are many colors. There is a design. You are wrong. It's not plain paper. There are many colors.
Okay.
Green, blue color is there.
No, whatever that, there are many colors. There is a design. There is a diagram. There is a peacock. There many things are there. You are wrong, Sandeep sir.
Okay, I agree. It might be because I cannot see from my point of view.
That's all. Now there's no argument. If that same thing happens at home, then what is the problem?
But like if someone not agree with you, then.
Then we both converse that. Is there anything backside it? Am I seeing this side, or are you seeing something else?
Yeah.
Proving I am right is vivad. Let us understand what is right. What is the object completely in its entirety?
Right.
Is the samvad. In relationships, sir, how much time we are doing the dialogue? With the feeling, not with that power, not with that I am right. Let us understand that exploratory mind.
Yeah.
So most of the time, sir, that's the issue. Okay, but I can confidently say that how much time I do this kind of conversation, this kind of with feeling, many times it works, sir. Many times it works.
Right.
We forget that other person also human being. Other person also have their own choices. And somehow we in this feeling of respecting the other choices, we miss it. The sense of ego. I know more than you. I am the right. This ego most of the time is overseeding that, sir, in relationship, and we are uttering certain words with that ego. That is triggering that issue. It's not the choices. It's not veg and non-veg.
Right. I completely agree. I just want to take an example of that. Okay, so I completely agree. Sir, one thing I want to ask, like you can have argument like it is a spouse or husband wife, but it can be with children also. Like you saying like parents can say don't smoke, and parents himself is smoking. How can we put an example? So children can say you are also doing. Why cannot I can do it? Simple. So what is the solution? Means that kind of things can happen. Just I'm saying argument wise. So it is not like you are on the wrong path because you are not doing yourself, and then you are suggesting your children to do that. Many things like
let them do it. Why? What is the problem?
that's something that is a mistake from the parent side in that case, and that's something.
No, what is the mistake in it then?
Like you saying is that maybe you can say that after this age you can do it if it is a common, and children want to behave their children, like even like in social media also, many parents doing computers, they put so much time on mobile, like they don't spend time talking, spending time, and then they saying children is doing on the same thing, and then they disturb. After some time they are conditioning to that, and they want to stop it, but it is too late sometime. That's I'm saying it's something happened, that kind of a scenario. So that is a means, that is a example set by himself to do the correction. Like if you follow yourself, like in simple example is that in train, when children is studying books, he is not playing, so he was surprised why it is happening, because the set is example by the parent himself is reading habit, and he is doing reading the books like that. So what I'm saying is that children learn what you see, what they see. That way I'm just giving example.
So it's like you need to decide in that context, whatever makes sense, we should do that, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Shivagaru,
Sir, please.
out of the entire conversation today, the most important key takeaway for me as such, I can see is that generally the listening makes the basic difference in the conversation. If that listening is totally preconditioned based on our thoughts, my thoughts, not our, okay, it's based on my thoughts, then my being at that moment of time will be, okay, this is the way it is going to be like this. So rather than going into a conversation with a preconditioned thought, keeping an open mind and listening for that person, not to that person, listening for that person, I think it creates the results what we actually require. And my personal experience had been with my elder son.
Sir.
This just for 2 minutes, I will not take more time, but this is what has happened. My elder son has one critical issue with my wife is whenever she says him to read, he starts crying. It's a normal phenomenon, especially when it is a mathematics, then there is a fight. It is like an India-Pakistan war. So one day it happened, I came from the office a bit late. And when I entered inside, both started, there is a fight. He was not doing any job. What she's saying, he started fighting with her little. But just after I just sat with him, I had a small conversation. I think it was around 15-minute conversation. And in that, almost 12 minutes, he was only talking. I was not at all talking. I was only listening. And at the end of 15th minute, he just went into his room, took over the book. He just wrote within next half an hour, completed it, and then closed it off. So I believe that what now you're saying, maybe that memory I'm recollecting, saying that it could be possible that if at all, rather than going with the preconditioning mind, in a dialogue, I think listening for the other person could establish certain results.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That if that one thing we practice, many things will automatically come. Listening is very, very central to our relationships.
However, we are preconditioned. I am preconditioned to talk first, not listen first. There comes the major problem.
We never practice, no, sir. From childhood, we know we have the effective speaking competitions. We never have listening competition.
It is always a race.
We never celebrated listening, sir. We never celebrated listening.
Exactly.
If you don't listen, how you know that where I am? If you don't know where I am, then how you can help me?
Exactly.
So that's what will happen, sir. Like how Hemant sir is guided me, that's what it happens. We think we are helping our children, our wife or our friend or our brother, but the communication is not reaching what you are saying.
Yes.
So,
yes.
so once you listen, then you know what to say, what not to say, na?
Yes.
Hmm.
100%.
Hmm. My wife has always there's a big complaint on me.
It will always be there.
So that time, sir, the time and the feeling towards the other and the time, there an unconditional time. When we have time, then we listen. Why we don't listen is that most of the time we are running something. We want to do it quickly, something that.
Yeah.
So I observe that what especially we do a similar kind of discussions we have among our team. So what I observed in our group that whenever there is, I think last 1 year we are practicing in that. When we have unconditional time, maybe it's a 1 hour. There's no phone is switch off and that. That 1 hour slowly start feeling that it's 1 hour equal to 2 hours. You feel that there's so much time.
Yes.
When there's no rush in that space of that emptiness, there is no pressure. Then what you will do, you will just listen, you just talk.
Yes.
Now it won't happen in a day one, sir. It may take 1 year to build that culture that if one is talking, other is listening. When you listen more, other wants to talk more.
Yes.
Other wants to share more.
Yes.
That's the beauty. That you are
Yes,
encouraging other to talk more. When other is talking more, then slowly other is sharing what is happening in their life.
Right.
Now it is an opportunity for you to connect, to say something in one word at that. I may not speak that. Whenever there's opportunity, you can talk at that time.
Right.
Slowly, sir, what happened, what I observed in my life is that at least both the people world, they start seeing each other.
Right.
Right now, our worlds are, we think we know each other. No. We have our own world, others has their own world. There's no intersection.
Right.
Much. Especially
Thank
in
you.
wife and husband relationships, I think our children, this knowing each other's world, very, very important. Hence listening.
But especially in children, actually, I should say, okay, even husband and wife, okay, what you said was true. But still, since their competence level and age level are more or less the same, still it could be manageable. But for children, it's really deafening. Like it's incomparable, basically.
Yes. Tomorrow morning, the session will directly talks about that only.
Okay, great.
That.
Thank you.
All parents
Thank you,
don't miss tomorrow's session. And who are going to be parents also don't miss. Okay. Any question? Last question I can take is now time is over. It's like as I passed. Is there any 1 or 2 questions anyone has? Okay. Then thank you. Thank you, sir. Sandeep sir, do you have any question?
No. Just I am leaving. No. That's
Okay.
fine.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Then have it. Please reflect on the self-reflection activities, everyone. And see you tomorrow evening. Balagaru, Sarvadu, Unnara? Balud garu.